All right, let's kick it off with the good news first. Although Spain and Italy are still reporting more than 10,000 new infections each day, their corona numbers are finally slowing down, which could be a sign that the worst has passed. And South Korea, they're superstars. They've reported only 47 new cases yesterday. And with fewer than 200 deaths out of a population of 51 million people, South Korea has basically emerged as maybe the only nation to have handled the pandemic with near complete success. And I mean, let's be honest, South Korea was always going to beat Corona, because from what I can tell, everyone in that country has a basement inside their basement. So I mean, if you're the virus, good luck finding a South Korean person. But maybe the best news of all is that there are rumors that Netflix might be dropping a new episode of Tiger King, people. That's right. Jeff Lowe told a fan online that he had been filmed for a new episode scheduled to drop this week. Yeah. And when has Jeff Lowe ever lied? I mean, if you can't trust a 65-year-old man who dresses like a rebellious teenager, who can you trust? And I guess this is how low the bar has gotten for what counts as good news right now. We find out there's more episodes about deranged murderers and people being cruel to animals, and we're like, yes! Oh, some good news, thank you, Lord. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I am terrified of this news, because every episode of Tiger King has been crazier than the previous episode. So what's gonna happen in this new episode? Are we gonna find out Carol Baskin and her husband faked his death to get the insurance money, and he's been secretly living inside one of those tigers all along? Ah! So many people in India are quarantined in their homes that for the first time in a long time, you can actually see the real color of the sky. And this has happened in some of the most heavily polluted areas of New Delhi, where there was just smog every single day. And one of the images that's been going viral is this one that came out of New Delhi, which shows the before and after of 1.3 billion people staying at home. And that's amazing, right? Just look at how beautiful New Delhi is without any pollution. It looks like the entire city went on Queer Eye. You've been hiding yourself under so many layers of smog. You've got to let yourself shine, girl. I mean, goddamn. Those are some blue skies. I bet India probably even forgot there was a time when skies weren't gray. It's the same way America forgot there was a time when presidents weren't orange. Yeah, they used to be brown. And it's not just the environment. With humans locked away, animals are also starting to flourish. Here's some good news coming out of Hong Kong. A zoo, which has been trying unsuccessfully to get its pandas to mate for 10 years, reported that finally, yesterday, the pandas spontaneously started having sex. And the researchers say they think it's because nobody is at the zoo. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need to be a researcher to know that that's what's happening. Of course the pandas are having sex now that nobody's there. How do you think you would react if every day hundreds of people came to your bedroom window like, come on, have sex, do it. Come on, have sex, do it, put it in. So I don't blame the pandas. I mean, like, even when I have one person watching me during sex, I'm like, hey, can you look the other way? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just real self-conscious, right? Would you mind look the other way? It's a lot of pressure. This just makes you realize that when we're telling our grandkids about coronavirus years from now, the animals are going to be telling a completely different story.
Grandma, tell us about the coronavirus. Oh, little ones, it was a wonderful time. There were no humans, and your grandpa was smashing me like there was no tomorrow.
So, good news for those pandas. Although the bad news is, now that nobody's watching, the monkeys have all stopped having sex. Yeah, those guys are freaky. Now, please, don't get me wrong. Corona's also bringing out some of the best in humanity.
Lifting spirits during this tough time is a real superhero. Batman is hitting the streets of San Diego.
By day, Chris Banner runs a lawn service, helping cut weeds and fire lines on people's property. But when duty calls, he suits up. He's got the bat suit, and he's got the wheels, a replica 1989 Batmobile that he and a friend built. Normally, Chris gets paid to make appearances at birthday parties and other special occasions. But while the pandemic goes on, he decided to just hit the road and make people smile.
Aww, that is such a sweet idea, man. That guy's a hero. I just hope he never started talking like Batman, because that would have freaked people out.
Yeah, it's Batman.
That's right, kids. It's me.
Whoa, is that coronavirus? Get away, dude, get away.
No, this is just how I...
Well, this is not the time. Just use your normal voice, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you're right. I should...
Okay, go back to that voice. That one is not cool.
Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter and world's richest barista, has announced that he will be donating $1 billion to help fight the coronavirus. That's 28% of his wealth. Yeah, and that's amazing. Using your money to fight coronavirus. And what better person to fight a thing that's poisoning society than the inventor of a thing that's poisoning society? Now, I'm just being a hater, man. This is incredible. Like, for real. It's incredible because it's generous, it's a powerful gesture at a moment like this, and it's also throwing shade, so much shade, at Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos. Because they also donated money, but they donated way, way less than Dorsey, and they've got way, way more money than Dorsey. Right? He donated like 30% of his net worth, and they donated less than 0.5% of their net worth. It's like if the check at a restaurant came and everyone else tips $5 and then you buy the waiter a Lamborghini. That's basically what Dorsey did right here. Yeah. Thanks, the service was great. Oh, my friends? Yeah, they're just cheap bitches. You know how it is. Now look, not everyone has $1 billion, which is why people around the world have found all sorts of ways to try and stop the spread of this disease. For instance, you know how we're all stressed about making sure that we keep 6 feet between ourselves and other people when we're out in public? Well, some amateur inventors have come up with their own novel solutions.
This man's wacky social distancing device is going viral. He designed this contraption out of tent poles and duct tape in order to know exactly how far away 6 feet is.
Okay, that is a super smart idea. But I will say it could have been a lot easier. I mean, it's cool to have the disc and everything, but all you have to do to keep people from coming near you is just carry a clipboard. Yeah, and then you just ask people if they have a few minutes to save the environment, and everyone will stay at least 6 feet away. And keeping people 6 feet away from you is a great idea until you need to get close to some people because they're delivering your food. So how do you solve that problem? Well, 2 heroes in Missouri, they totally figured it out.
A woman in Missouri is taking no contact delivery to the next level. This is video from TikTok user Tracy. She and her roommate set up a pulley system to get their pizza without ever having to open their door. They did it all using a box and some heavy-duty yarn. They just put the cash in the box and they lowered it.
Tell me that is not genius. Like, what else were they going to do? The only other solution would have been to just have the delivery person leave the food at the door and then wait 15 seconds for them to leave. But there's no fun in that. And what an emotional roller coaster this must have been for that pizza. You don't think about that. One minute the pizza was in there all happy like, it's happening! I'm going to heaven! I can feel it! I'm floating! No! Why is she eating me? This is the bad place! Now I know what you're thinking. Trevor, how am I going to work off all of this pizza that I keep ordering at home if I can't get to the gym? Well, here's a question. Why make it to the gym when you can have the gym make it to you?
One man not letting his gym closing down keep him from getting in a good workout, so he turned to nature.
Yeah, Zachary Skidmore got a chainsaw out and went to work, built himself what he's calling the lumberjack gym out of logs from his farm. The lumberjack gym includes a bench press, squat rack, leg press, dumbbells, yes, even a treadmill, and it's all made out of wood.
That is impressive. Because if I built a gym out of a forest, I wouldn't have energy to work out because I just built a gym out of a forest. And this guy's attention to detail is truly impressive. Did you see all the pieces? He's got the bench, he's got the leg press, he's got the squat machine, he's got everything you would find in the gym. Yeah, he even made the old man in the locker room who refuses to cover up his balls. Yeah, that was really intricate. Like the detail around the testicles, that's a lot of wood chipping right there, my friends. Also, this is a great idea until the animals discover this forest gym, because our one saving grace as humans is that animals don't really work out. Can you imagine when the bears discover this and get jacked? It's over for us. With people no longer able to go out to their favorite restaurants, some restaurants are helping people restaurant at home. Yeah, they're helping people create the experience themselves. Like yesterday, Waffle House began selling bags of its signature waffle mix for $20, and they were completely sold out in 4 hours. And I think this is a great idea. In fact, I hope all fast food chains give us the ingredients to mimic the experience of eating there. You know, they should just tell us how they do it so we can do it for ourselves. Like Popeyes. They can teach you how to make their spicy chicken sandwich. Or Chick-fil-A. They can show you how to use pickles to hate gay people. And White Castle can teach you how to beat yourself up in a parking lot. In more good news, coronavirus is now shutting down wars. Yes, Saudi Arabia has announced that they will stop bombing Yemen, one of the world's poorest countries. And they say they're going to do this in an effort to stop the spread of coronavirus there. And this is so inspiring right now. Because Saudi Arabia is basically like, let us work together to kill this virus so that we can go back to killing each other. Because otherwise the virus wins, my friends. Do you agree? Why don't you just not kill me? Do you agree or not? Yeah, okay, I guess so. Speaking of winning, back here in the United States, Dr. Anthony Fauci, lead member of the White House Coronavirus Task Force and hottest doctor since McDreamy, has announced that thanks to social distancing, extreme social distancing, the US is starting to see some glimmers of hope. And he also said that the country might not reach the 100,000 deaths as originally projected. This is amazing news. But he cautioned everybody to take this as a sign that official warnings have been effective, but not that they were overblown. Or as he put it, now is not the time to pull back at all. It's a time for us to intensify our efforts. And I completely hear what Dr. Fauci is saying. Fighting coronavirus is a lot like having sex. When you're close to achieving your goal, that's not the time to pull back. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Wait, why are you stopping? Wow, you said you were almost there, so I figure we can go back outside. What?